Oof, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know exactly where to start today's video. There is definitely a lot of tension in the Pokemon Go community right now, and I think we have something pretty important that we need to discuss. The relationship between Niantic and the Pokemon Go player base right now is not in a good place. It is not in a good place. Now, I hate to sound super serious, but it kind of is, dude. It kind of is, and we're gonna be talking about that today. I'm sure there's a lot of you guys out there that are confused, and you're like, Gilly, what are you talking about? Like, what is going on? And I'll explain that all in today's video. And a lot of you guys are aware of what's going on, and you want to hear what I have to say, and I got some things to say. But as always, I am going to be constructive with my criticism, and I'm not going to be ranting, although there may be some points where I do rant, so I don't even know how that's going to go. I'll try my best not to rant. I'm going to try to be logical and constructive with my criticism, but anyways, so let's talk about it. The turmoil in the community right now. Pokemon Go within the last year or so, and let's be honest, the world within the last year or so has changed drastically. I actually do want to applaud Niantic because they did a pretty good job handling Pokemon Go and the lockdown way back when. They added remote raid passes. We were able to spin Pokestops and gyms from further away. These were all small little changes that I was very much a fan of, and I was like, man, they handled that pretty well. Now, in regards to the pandemic, they added special bonuses in the game. You were able to open 1.5 times as many gifts, which was nice. You had a boosted damage for trainers that were battling remotely in raids, which is amazing because people weren't leaving their house. Everyone was locked down. Your incense effectiveness was doubled. Even though the incense already kind of sucks, they doubled it, which made it suck a little bit less, so that was nice. And then your buddy brought you gifts more often. And then, of course, also, like I just mentioned, you can spin Pokestops and gyms within, you know, a larger radius. So you don't have to be on the Pokestop to spin it. You can spin it from a whiles away, so you don't have to be in close contact with anybody. Great stuff. Loved it. Now, it's been about a year-ish. And Niantic is beginning to revert those changes despite the lockdown still being in effect and the pandemic very well still being a thing. Niantic announced that they were going to revert these changes back to the old Pokemon Go way, so no boosted damage for remote raids, even though remote raids weren't a thing back then, but they were going to take away the damage boost for remote raids, and they were also going to change the gifts and all that good stuff, but most importantly, they were going to revert the change of being able to interact with a Pokestop or a gym. And so you had to go right up to the gym, right up to the Pokestop, just like you did back in the old days. Now, just because that's how it was, doesn't mean that was a good thing. And with this whole pandemic, the whole world has learned that, you know, we need to be a little bit more sanitary moving forward, a little bit more safe, a little bit more cautious, right? So now, in order to spin a Pokestop or a gym, we have to go directly on top of it. Like if I'm right here and the gym's right here, I have to step over 2 steps. I can't be next to it. I gotta be on it. And it's bringing a lot of people together, and I don't think that's the move right now. And as a matter of fact, I don't think that's ever going to be the move again. This needs to be something that stays in the game permanently. They need to revert that change permanently and just make it a part of the game. Allow us to access Pokestops or gyms at a greater radius. This is definitely due to COVID and the craziness that we got going on right now, but there's also a bunch of other reasons. For safety, or maybe the Pokestop's in a dangerous location, or even one of the most biggest things that are talked about right now, for the people that are disabled, who aren't able to quite literally access the Pokestop. Maybe it's up some stairs, maybe it's on the other side of the road, maybe it's here, maybe it's there. It kind of just restricts everything, you know? And with how it was during these last few months, it's been amazing. So let's go back. There's been an insane amount of uproar in the community. And I, without a doubt, hope, fingers crossed, I'm like 90% confident that Niantic is going to revert these changes and that we'll get our Pokestop vicinity back. The issue definitely was that they reverted these changes, you know, and that's no good. But it wasn't really that they reverted these changes. The issue was that they weren't listening. They weren't listening. When Niantic originally announced that they were going to revert all these changes, there was a petition signed by over 100 and I don't even know how many it was, 120,000 people, something like that. Over 100,000 people signed a petition saying, hey, No. We don't like that. That's not a good thing. We have a reason why. Obviously, pandemic, and we didn't hear a word. They didn't respond to it. I mean, listen, 100,000 people is a lot of people. It may not be a lot in the whole spectrum of how many people Pokemon Go has playing their game, but that's still a significant amount of people. And there was no acknowledgement of that petition, which was a big slap in the face to the community. It wasn't that this change was the worst thing they've ever done. It's that this was the straw that broke the camel's back. That's what it was, dude. All these years of us trying to communicate with Niantic, getting barely any responses back, having no real touch with their community, and then we get all this movement, this whole push to stop these changes from happening, and then they happen, and that was it, dude. At that point, people are fed up, and we're like, dude, we're tired. We're tired of you guys not listening, and we're tired of being ignored. At least acknowledge all the things that we bring up, and that's where Niantic has failed us. And I hate to speak so like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I hate to speak so seriously, but man, when you take into account, dude, they really don't communicate with any of us. And that brings me to the next topic. Communication is so important for a game's success. Now, sometimes video game developer companies get to a point where their success, what the community thinks or wants, doesn't matter. They're so successful that they can do whatever they want. And I don't want to see Niantic go down that very road that so many other developer game companies have gone through. Activision, to name one. There's definitely a lot more. But it seems like that's the direction they're headed towards. We are 5 years into Pokemon Go, and their communication has been god-awful. To the creators, to the influencers, and we'll talk about this in a second, but more importantly to the community as a whole. Take a game like Fortnite, for example. They, since almost day one, have been working so closely with their creators, and they're always involved with their community. They always have notes going up about changes they got going on, or this fix, or that fix, or they're inviting creators here, or they have a bunch of different people in their community that reach out to creators to have a discussion. People have contact that they can go to if they have an issue with something in the game. That's what I wish Niantic would be like. I wish they were able to listen to us and they were able to communicate with us and make changes often. What has Niantic done to be in touch with the community? Nothing. They've tried, and they had a community manager and they did their thing. But overall, when you look at it, the last 5 years, not much. Barely any touch with their community, and barely any touch with any of their content creators, which is what I want to talk about right now. So, as you guys know, I create content. As much as people hate to use this term, I am an influencer, right? And it goes without saying, it is undeniable that people who bring eyes to the game have an influence on the game. They promote the game. I am one of those people. Mystic 7, Zoe, Trainer, everybody. We're all influencers. Big or small, doesn't matter. We're all influencers, we bring influence. Most of us have been playing the game every single day since it came out. I've been playing this game since July 6th or 7th, July 6th, 2016. It is now 5+ years later. I've played it every single day, and I've been creating content for almost just as long. Don't you think that someone like me has some pretty good insight on the game, on the community, on a bunch of different things? Sure, we definitely do. I mean, not a lot more people know about the game than the influencers. They know the community standpoint, they know our standpoint, they know the hardcore standpoint. They've been everywhere. They know everything. Well, not everything. I don't want to sound like too egotistical. I'm being honest, by the way. I'm not trying to ego stroke at all. And I didn't even want to talk about this because I know some people are gonna be like, oh my god, da 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 da. But man, this is objective. We bring influence to the game. We know a lot about it. I'm just speaking facts here, okay? They don't work with me, but they also used to / still do work with a few people that are Pokemon Go creators. You know, Mystic 7, Trainer Tips, and some other international people for sure. They work with them, but even with them, it doesn't seem like they get anything communicated. Why not get more insight? Why not get more advice? Why not hold creator summits? Why not do a little consultation session. We are more involved in the community than they are, and they made the game, dude. So I think they need to hire a community managing team, maybe two to five people who can help manage the community. One to be active on Twitter that you can tweet at and get information from, and one that's active all the time. One to be, or maybe a few of them actually, it doesn't matter. Some of them to relay out blog posts weekly. Hey, we know that there's this bug. We're gonna fix it. We're acknowledging it. We're gonna work on it. We know that this is an issue in the community. We've heard the feedback. We're gonna acknowledge it. Da 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 da. Because we don't get that, dude. They know that there's so many bugs and glitches in the game that have been here for months, and we get zero acknowledgement. That can't happen. Communication is so important in anything, dude. Now, those are the biggest points I wanted to make in this video, but actually, while we're here, if Niantic's watching, I appreciate you guys. Sorry for bashing. I'm doing my best to stay constructive, and I hope this helps. I have some changes that I think really need to be implemented into the game, and while we're here, let's talk about them because they're big. The number one change I think we need to implement: allow for us to earn more coins in the game. Currently, you can earn 50 coins a day from battling gyms, which that whole system is pretty outdated AF. So, I mean, good luck. But yeah, 50 coins is the max you can earn in the game today, which only can get you an incense in the shop and nothing else, which incenses suck, so not worth it. So if you want to buy anything, you got to save up for a couple of days and hope you don't get knocked out of the gym. Bad system. Increase that amount. Or actually, give us more ways to earn coins. Research rewards, weekly challenges, I don't know. Let us earn more coins somehow, dude. I think we deserve it, no? Even just one or two for little things, it'll add up eventually. There's a lot of things you have to pay for in this game, man, and that's the thing about Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go is pay to play. This is the biggest thing I want to talk about. Pokemon Go is pay to play. It is, dude. It just is, right? We know that. We pay for it, right? We know it. We know it's pay to play. We'll pay it, but it's not worth it. And that's where the issue is, man. We know it's pay to play. We don't mind paying for it, but it ain't worth it, dude. And that's the issue. The paywalls, or whatever you want to call them, it's just sometimes they suck. The eggs notoriously have always sucked. Sometimes they're a little less sucky. You know, you got Dino in there, whoever the heck else in there. Sometimes the event eggs are okay, but the eggs need to be changed. I need an egg rotation at least once a month. They have to be changed often. Also, some people were talking about changing the rates on shinies too, for raids, for example. And I wouldn't mind that either. Listen, I don't want handouts. I don't like everything to be really easy. But you know, when your wallet is in the hands of RNG, it ain't always that pretty, dude. It ain't always that pretty. There's an idea that I've floated around for a few years, and I think now is the perfect time to implement this. And it is a battle pass system. For those of you guys that aren't familiar, many games nowadays are introducing a battle pass, which is a $10 one-time buy per battle pass. So not one time, but you know what I mean. A battle pass would last 3 months. So like a season, right? Call it a season. It'll last 3 months. And this battle pass is its own separate level up system from your actual level. And there's 100 levels or 100 tiers of the battle pass. And every tier you unlock new rewards. Incubator, lucky egg, legendary, a sweater, a hat, a Pokemon encounter, 40 Ultra Balls, whatever, right? Everything you'll get some rewards. And it's a beautiful system. You pay $10, you buy the battle pass, you get a bunch of rewards. It's something to grind for every season, and you can enjoy it, right? Now, with these battle passes, companies like to add coins as a reward. Every 10 levels, you get some kind of coin. So let's say every 10 levels, you got 100 coins back, right? So every 10 levels, you get 100 coins. You end up with the 1,000 coins that you originally spent on the battle pass, which incentivizes people to play the game and finish the battle pass. And so they can buy the battle pass one time, and if they finish it every season, then they have a free battle pass every season. And that would be huge for all players, hardcore and especially brand new, because you can give them legendaries that they didn't have access to at the time, they don't have access to at the time. Give us a bunch of legendary encounters in there, mythicals, whatever. And then of course they change it up every season, but tell me that wouldn't be amazing. Tell me that wouldn't be amazing, dude. I would love to see that. It'd be huge because we want to cater to the new players. We want more people. As a community, we should be wanting more people to join us And the reason why Pokemon Go is so hard to grow is because the incentives aren't really there for new people and they're so far behind. So let's help catch them up a little bit. And speaking of catching them up a little bit, legendaries need to be more obtainable. There's a lot of legendaries in the game right now, and we shouldn't have to wait months or years to get them. Make them more obtainable. Research breakthrough should always be legendaries. Make that a thing. Rotate raids more often. Make there more ways to be legendaries. Make there more ways for new players to catch up. But that's it, man. That's it. And I hope I got my point across. I know I'm going to rewatch this video and be like, gosh darn it, why did I say it like that? Or why didn't I touch on this? Or I should have talked more about this. But it is what it is, dude. I was speaking from the heart. And I hope you guys, what am I doing? I hope you guys heard me. Let me know in the comments down below if there was anything you guys agreed with or didn't agree with. And let me know if there's anything I missed. If you think there's anything that they should change or fix or tweak. Let me know in the comments down below, man. If you guys want the word to get out, if you guys want these changes to be a thing, you gotta leave a like on the video and comment down below and share this on your Discord, on your Facebook groups, whatever. You gotta get the word out, dude. We gotta get more eyes. We gotta get more people to be a part of this movement, and we gotta help Niantic hear us because, gosh darn it, we're devoted, we love the game, and we want to make this a better game for everybody. Listen, Niantic has done some good in the past, man. They've done some good in the past, so let's see how they respond to this community. Well, actually, shoot. Let's see if they respond to this community. I'm joking. Am I? No, I'm not joking at all. Okay. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Have a good rest of your day, and we're gonna win this, all right? We gotta do this together, though. We're gonna do this. Have a good rest of your day. I'll see your faces later. Deuces.